What we do here is go back.
That's so greasy.
We need tea.
What do you mean? What kind of tea? Do we need Lipton tea? Are we spilling tea? No, we don't spill tea. Stress relief.
Oh, I got my tea. Oops, I need to
Steep.
they be
Look.
steeping.
And we're back for round 2. Oh, voice crack, that was really upsetting. Rye and fish.
This is tea time with Ryan Lage, where we're not gonna spill tea.
We're gonna brew it first.
Gonna brew, steep the tea, drink the tea,
Steep
not
the
spill
tea.
the tea.
Steam this tea.
No, it's
Oh.
steep.
It's not steaming?
No, steep. What is this video about?
Talking about our dance life. Because that's the things we like always get asked on social media. People always being like, oh, you post about your dance life. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
I
blah.
feel like I
And
never even talk about
we
my
never
dance
talk
life
about
on
it.
my
I feel like
social
no one
media.
knows.
Because it's so much part of my life that when I'm like posting, I feel like I should post about other stuff.
No, I feel that.
Because like it's so much that like you don't want it to be like overtaking your life, you know?
You don't want every picture to be a dance picture.
Yeah.
Basically. Or every picture talk about dance or movement or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
I started ballet when I was like 2. Classic. You know, your mom always puts you in ballet when you're that young age, if you're one of those girls who does that. But I also did like all the other sports like soccer and basketball and softball and whatever else. I started ballet when I was 2 at like a little small studio, and then I did it there from 2 to 4. And then I switched to a studio in my hometown called Oregon Ballet Academy. And I was there from 4 all the way to 16, which is the age I am now. 17 next week. I was there, I took ballet, and then they started having a improv class, and I joined that when I was like 11 or 12. Yeah, and I started doing that, and I really enjoyed it. And then I went to my first summer intensive. It was like Joy Victor's Performing Arts School. It was like in Bend. It was like a 2-week like local Oregon summer intensive. And that was really fun. It was like all ballet. Second summer intensive I went to was Texas Ballet Theater for 5 weeks. That's when I got more introduced to like modern technique. And like I did ballroom. And yeah, I just took like mostly ballet. I was like on the road to being a professional ballet dancer, prima. My main inspiration is Misty Copeland. She still is, but not my only. That I went to was Ballet West, where we met. We did contemporary, and did we do much modern? I don't think we did a lot of modern. More
We did
contemporary.
jazz and modern.
Jazz, yeah.
It was like a mix. We did like yoga and like I don't know. Like other
Yeah,
stuff,
we did.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was 6 weeks long.
Yeah, it was mostly like ballet. Summer of 2015, and then I was struggling with like ballet kind of, but like still wanted to keep doing it. But I wanted to like open my eyes, so I went to Alonzo King Line's Ballet Summer Intensive in San Francisco. It's like a contemporary ballet based company. It's like my dream. It's 4 weeks, and it changed my whole entire life and how I view dance. And then after that, after like I went home for a week, and then that summer I also ended up going to Dance State of Harlem in New York, and that's like I was like considered like the lightest skin tone in the class, and that like never happens to me. Usually I'm like the darkest or a minority, and for once in my life I wasn't, so that was really cool to see dancers that like look like me and who have like made it, especially in their company as well. That was like insane. It blew my mind as well, and like, oh, it made me think like I can do this, like I can make it, because I'd never really been shown that besides like big role models, but no one really close to my age and like in my generation. So that was really crazy. Those two things combined really like inspired me to like keep dancing and like give it all I got. And so I started like auditioning, and I like just turned 16, so it's like that time I like for ballet dancers, like you want to get accepted to like a pre-pro or whatever, or go somewhere, just, you know, get on track to going into a company. And I was like really deciding like whether I really liked ballet or not, and I decided that like I really liked contemporary ballet, so a mix of the two, and that I really was interested in modern technique, but I never like pursued it. I never thought I could really do it. I was still taking that improv class like once a week and a contemporary class here and there, but I just had a natural like kind of like thing for improv. Like I always like loved it, and I loved doing my own movement, but I also loved ballet. But I made a decision to come do NCSA, but I auditioned as a ballet major. The dean here was like, you should do contemporary, so I was like, okay, I'm doing it. So that pretty much, the universe pretty much showed me then that like I should make that decision, and I don't regret it. Probably the best decision I ever made. It just like changed my life, and like dance is so broad, and there's so many styles of dance and like things that I want to do with it that it's insane. There's like so many opportunities in the arts world, and being around so many artists, being around dancers, it's just like a whole new experience. But yeah, by the way, I moved away from home.
Yeah, so she's from Oregon, and the school is in North Carolina.
Don't know if I'm coming back here next year. Most likely not, because I'm a junior, and it's like in-state tuition is expensive. Out-of-state tuition is expensive. Mm-hmm. And I'm hopefully applying to dance colleges next year, more conservatory, not really into the liberal arts, but kind of want to double major in photography, so really haven't figured that out. Maybe double major in writing, I really don't know yet, to be honest. I'm auditioning for Arts Umbrella in their training program it's in Canada, and then I'm auditioning for Alonzo King Line's training program, it's in San Francisco, and I'm auditioning for the Summer Intensive Juilliard and San Francisco Conservatory, and probably some other ones. I just haven't really like finished looking into it, but yeah, should be exciting. I really am excited to see where next year takes me, and where applying to colleges looks like. Really want to dance in Europe, like her. I might move to Europe, which is kind of weird. Yeah, I really don't know what next year really holds for me. Hopefully something good, a whole new perspective on my life. I never like to stay in one place, so we'll see where it takes me.
And I was kind of the opposite. I like wanted to dance so badly when I was like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But my mom did not let me all of those years. She finally enrolled me when I was 8 years old. But like that whole time, like I was playing soccer from like kindergarten up until I think I was like 13. So I did like other stuff too. I did like basketball, swimming, lacrosse, softball, volleyball, track. Oh god, I don't even know.
I did track too. Okay.
A lot of stuff. But I finally did dance when I was 8, and it was just ballet. Well, actually, that's a lie. My mom enrolled me in like creative movement when I was younger, and I hated it so bad. I was like, what is this shit? I want ballet. So she finally enrolled me in ballet when I was 8, and I was like, oh my god, yes, I love it. And I stuck with it until my like turning point, instead of like it just being fun and like I started looking at it as a profession, was when I was 13, and I was cast as Clara in like the citywide production of the Nutcracker, and I just like started enjoying it a lot more and like pushing myself a lot more. And that summer is the first summer that I went away to like train at Summer Dance Lab in Walla Walla, Washington. And the following year I went to Ballet West, met her, we were in the same level. Yeah, we just like hit it off, best buds. Since then we like kept in contact over like social media and stuff. The following year I went back to STL. When I came here last year, I was a junior. I'm a senior now, and I was in the ballet program. Yeah, it was good. It like really strengthened my technique. It was a good learning experience. I really discovered that like ballet was not for me, in the sense of like doing that professionally. We still take ballet 5 days a week at school, but like I don't think I could ever see myself doing just ballet like ever again. Yeah. But like it opened my eyes to like I don't think I would have known that if I didn't come here. So now as a senior, I'm in the contemporary program. We're both M1s, first year contemporary students, and we love it. It's amazing. And also this past summer I went to Oregon Ballet Theater. I just like was in the mindset of like I'm doing contemporary now, so it was difficult. So it's like 7 hours a day of ballet, and I was like but you know.
People ever
Okay, so like where I'm at now is I just feel like the contemporary program is like pushing me personally to like think more about my movement and like movement invention. And I'm super interested in choreography and like the emerging, all the performance opportunities. I feel like you get to work with your peers a lot more, and like within,
communicate.
yeah, and like you get to be in like student productions, and it's just, I just really like the contemporary program. I feel like it fits my personality, just like what I want to do with my career a lot better. So future plans is I have applied to some colleges in the US and to conservatories in London, and I have auditions in February, and then I'm sending in a video. Oh, I'm from like Montana, and Montana is super cool outdoors wise, and there's just like not a lot of dance opportunities. There is this one company that I've worked with a lot growing up there. That's Bearbait Dance. Shout out to Bearbait. Enjoy French. I love you guys. I worked with them on a couple productions, and I was an apprentice with them. They're amazing. But besides that, there's like not that much dance in Montana. So I'm like looking to expand my horizon and just like see what's out there. Yeah, so that's why I'm like not training in Montana, because it's like really hard to. So that's why I'm here. My end goal is like to dance somewhere professionally.
Yeah, same.
Okay, thanks for watching, guys. We love you. Peace out.
Love,
from
happiness.
Lage and Ryan. No, Ryan Lage.
Lage and Ryan Lage. You know how it is. Same
Okay.
thing.
Oh, my foot is asleep. My foot is asleep.
I'm an old lady.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, you go.
Bye.